Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the sixth episode of the Nimble Solo Play Actual Play RPG. In our last episode, Charlotte and Nina got themselves into a lot of trouble with some bandits led by an orc, and we'll find out what happens to them in a future episode. But in this episode, Tobin Rage has finally healed his wounds from his last trip into the crypt, and both he and Mordakka have leveled up to level 3, as you can see here. And also, Mordakka has traded her equipment for a longbow and a short sword, where she had a short bow and a dagger before. And Tobin Rage has leveled up as well, and he has gotten a glaive, even though I have not put this on the sheet. It's because the PDF reader is not that great for Microsoft Explorer, but that is beyond that is a problem for another video. But anyway, Tobin Rage is now healed up to full. He has taken enough safe rests, and also, yes, they have leveled up to level 3. So Mordakka and Tobin Rage have gotten a subclass, with Mordakka being a Shadow Path and Tobin Rage being a champion of the Vanguard. However, as they walk along back to the crypts, Tobin Rage and Mordakka have wondered, last time when we went to the crypts, we only found rat people there, but why didn't we find undead? But this time, they enter the crypts, and lo and behold, as they enter the first chamber of the crypts, they run into what appears to be a couple of strange-looking ghosts. So, Tobin Rage and Mordakka decide to roll initiative, which we will go with Tobin Rage's initiative first. And he has a 7. And Mordakka has a 7 as well. So with his only action, Tobin Rage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, advances onto the strange ghost, and Mordakka, with her special abilities, she can cast Hunter's Strike, Hunter's Mark on the creature, and she can attack with advantage for free. However, as she has advantage, she decides to use the other ability for Hunter's Mark, which is to increase her damage by her level, which is 3. So she rolls a 2d8 plus 5. For 14 damage. However, unfortunately for her, and unfortunately for Tobin Rage as well, this ghost is partially ethereal, so unless it's taking magic damage, it only suffers half damage, which would be the equivalent of if someone was dealing with heavy armor. So now the ghosts get to attack, and both of them decide to attack Tobin Rage. And the ghosts have the ability to attack twice. This one attacking first. And Tobin will defend first once. And that will do nothing. And for the second, Tobin cannot defend. So he takes 6 points of damage as this ghost moves him over here. And now the other ghost moves to attack. And does 5 damage. And moves Tobin Rage into the hole. And we will leave him off to, as it is now Mordakka's turn. Good Tobin! And she moves forward to try to strike this ghost with her arrow. And fortunately, she has advantage. So that is an 8, but that is halved because of the creature's ability. And next, she will try to with both those things canceling out. She attacks the ghost normally, and does a 10 damage. Does 17. And with, let's see, that halved rounding up. So that would be 9. Taking out this ghost. However, this ghost, move 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacks Mordakka twice. 7. Which Mordakka will try to defend. But 11. 13. And let's see, what is Mordakka's armor? She still takes 8 points of damage from that and is moved over. And the undead tries to attack once more for 5 points of damage. Let's see. See, it rolls, let's see, 7, 11, 13. Yeah, minus 8, I forget. Well, and a minus 5 to move Mordakka into the pit. And as they are moved into the pit, gonna move here. And since Tobin Range was the first one to land, and he took another turn to before Mordakka comes down. He is in a room full of skeletons. And since he fell down, he takes 2 points of damage. But fortunately, now it is his turn. And as he fortunately, Tobin Rage has a glaive, so he can attack this skeleton for 1d10 points of damage. Actually, for 4 points of damage. He did not roll too well. Maybe he just needs to get some more training with his more practice, but he advances. He uses his second attack to advance on this skeleton. And since he has advantage, but disadvantage for rushed attacks, he will attack this skeleton as well. For 8 points of damage. And there's Tobin Rage's turn. And since I'm going to have only these two attack this turn, since they're the ones bothered by Tobin's antics. Which first, Tobin will try to defend against the first one. 7 points of damage. 10 points of damage. Versus Tobin's 6, so he takes 4 points of damage total. Oh. And the other skeleton hits for 5 points of damage. But now Mordakka has come in as well, waking up the other skeletons. But now, and also, she suffers 6 points, actually 4 points of damage. But now they both get to attack. But first, Tobin Rage will try to attack this skeleton again. For 8 points of damage. However, undead have an ability. Let's see. Unliving Undying. The first time it dies, it goes to 1 HP instead. So it is only at 1 HP. But now Tobin will try to attack that thing again. Say, darn you! Stay down! And he does 7, but he only needs to deal 1. And the skeleton now crumples entirely. And now Mordakka with her 3 actions. First, she shall use Hunter's Mark and try to attack this skeleton. For 7 points of damage. But as per its ability, it It goes down for a few seconds, then it rises again. But Mordakka uh, tries to make it stay down, and she does with another arrow, and the skeleton crumples entirely. And now these undead try to attack. First, this skeleton tries to shoot at Tobin Rage, who will defend and takes no damage. And this skeleton tries to shoot at Mordakka, who will defend. And Mordakka has only 5 points of armor, so she takes 1 point of damage. But now Tobin Rage spends an action to move one thing, and tries to attack the skeleton with his glaive. And fortunately he has advantage. So he does 12 points of damage against this skeleton. But now he skeleton rises again, and he tries to attack it with disadvantage, and does 8, making the skeleton fall down entirely. And it will stay dead this time. And now Mordakka shall use Hunter's Mark and attack this skeleton with her longbow, doing 6 points of damage, and spend her last action six. Her last action to attack it once more, and skeleton is on its last HP as it rises again, and it will try to attack Mordakka as that the one has drawn its ire. But Mordakka defends, and now it is Tobin's turn, and he advances. Says, "You will not hurt Mordakka." And he crits, and I do not want to bother rolling damage since that very much kills him. And now Tobin Rage and Mordakka have a chance to for respite, which Tobin goes over and we let us heal our wounds, and let's see. First, Tobin has his examination bonus of 1d4. First, he tries to heal himself for 13 points of damage for a total of 25. But he'll try once more since he has and that will bring him up to 34. And now he will try the same for Mordakka. 11. And she will spend another one of her hit die for 7, bringing her up to maximum. But taking 2 of her hit die. And now Tobin, well, I don't think we can climb out of here. We'll have to find another way. And he advances and opens the door. And Mordakka is somewhat close behind him. And in the next room, they find a bunch of scary looking undead. So, and Tobin Rage rolls initiative. No, you roll initiative with d20s. And he only has one action. And now Mordakka rolls as well. And she has two actions. If she rolled even slightly better, she'd have 3. But now Tobin Rage advances. And Mordakka, since she has a bunch of rage with her longbow, she uses her free hunter's mark. And then tries to shoot this undead. For 10 points of damage. That's advantage, not 2d. 2d8. But that is her turn. So now these creatures advance. And strike at Tobin Rage with their gnarled claw-like hands. And first Tobin Rage tries to defend against the first one, which misses. And the second, even though it's supposed to have their bonus, I rolled the wrong macro, but a 1 is still a miss. And Tobin Rage is very thankful for that. And now he'll try to defend. I'm going to have to see if defending. Okay. Now I'll have him defend against the next attack, which does 10 damage. Tobin Rage's armor 6, so it takes 4 points of damage. And 11 points of damage from this attack. But Tobin Rage's body starts to stiffen. It's like, oh no, these aren't mere zombies, they're ghouls. And thus, Tobin Rage is dazed, and you can see from conditions, a dazed loses 1 action. So Tobin Rage already defended, so he has only 1 action, and he will try to strike at this this creature with his glaive. And does 9 points of damage. And Mordakka tries to fill him with a couple arrows. First knocking him down. But as ghouls are undead, they all suffer not suffer, but benefit from the same ability that the skeletons had. And she tries to shoot once more. And it brings the first ghoul down. But Mordakka and Tobin Rage are frightened to see the piles of bone rise into skeletons, which moves to attack them. But first, these ghouls come to attack Tobin, who will defend against the first one, and it misses. But the next is a critical. Even though Tobin Rage defends, suffers 13 points of damage, which takes him down to 7 points. And now the skeletons draw their bow on him. First this skeleton, and then the other. For 12, meaning that Tobin Rage is dying once again. Okay. You're limited to one action, and since Tobin Rage has been hit by ghouls, he can do nothing. And Mordakka, seeing as she doesn't really have line of sight to the other ghouls. She can only move, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do her hunter's mark. On this ghoul. And strike at it best she can. For 4 points of damage. And now it is the ghoul's turn to attack. First, this ghoul will try to attack Mordakka. And let's see. Does it say when? Dead. Some conditions are temporary. Lasting a single round. I think I'll just have this last a single round. As the ghouls will try to attack Mordakka, even though And she will defend against the first one. For 12 plus 14. Let's see. 14 minus 5 is 9. And now the other undead strike it. Mordakka. For 10 points of damage. And Tobin Rage tries to defend against the undead, the two skeletons that attack him. The first, striking, 7 points of damage, which hits him. And now the second one, which strikes him again. And as Tobin Rage has defended, he can do nothing more. And now Mordakka tries her best. She moves through Tobin Rage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And tries to shoot this creature once again. And does so for 9 points of damage. And let's see, she spends an action to try lifting. Let's see, I'll have her make a might check. An easy one, but to see if she can open the door easily enough, which she does. And she moves back here. However, the ghouls advance on her. Actually, no, she's dazed, so she only has 2. Actually, she's dazed, so yeah, she couldn't move. She can actually shoot that arrow. And now the ghouls advance on her, and she tries to defend. And 12 damage means she's dying. And as she tried to defend, she has no more actions. And now these 2 skeletons try to shoot at her. One misses, fortunately, and they fortunately both miss. This ghoul tries to attack Tobin Rage. And now, since Tobin Rage has taken all 6 wounds, he has no more. Let's see. Okay. So now Mordakka, she will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she is in another room with some more caskets. But now it is the ghouls' turn to act. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he tries to take a bite out of Mordakka. And she takes another 2. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the skeletons try to chase her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. But fortunately, Mordakka does not have to deal with opportunity attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As she only has 1 action because she is dying. And now the ghouls advance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the ghoul tries to take another bite out of her. Ooh! And she takes 3 wounds. And sadly, there will be no more further adventures of Tobin Rage or Mordakka, for we have had a TPK. But what will happen to our other heroes, like Charlotte or Nina or anyone else I might add in future episodes of the game? I hope you found this interesting and entertaining, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.